another beautiful Monday morning. Not Monday morning at all. It's more Monday evening at this point. Hope you're all having a good one. Things I wanted to talk about today. First off, I want to let you all know, if you haven't got the gist from me yet, that I am not perfect. I am extremely flawed, just like anyone else. I do not pretend to think that I am better than anyone else, nor do I think I'm special. However, I do think that I'm blessed, and I do think that I'm saved by the grace of God, right? Thank you, Jesus, for dying for my imperfections, my issues. With that being said, I know when I look around on social media, you see all different types of viewpoints when it comes to God, whether it be, approach people with grace and love, because it is only through grace that we are forgiven, right? And I see things about how, other people are like, we're not doing good enough, you have to do better. If you're not doing good enough, then are you even really saved? And you have very super strict and overconfident people. And look, I'm going to be real with you. Both are right, both are wrong, in my opinion. I'm of the mindset that I guess it depends on what part of the Bible you're reading and what context you're taking. Because obviously in the Old Testament, God was, served up some wrath on some people for not doing what they're supposed to. And then when Jesus came and saved us through his sacrifice, a lot more compassion was in play. And I tend to think and feel two things. One, we all have our own walk with God, and that's in between us and God, right? And what God is moving in you to try to do better, because at the end of the day, we all need to do better. But how is our walk? Some people can run. They have that type of personality, they have that kind of background where they can run. They can run with God. They just, from the moment they pick it up, they're going. Some people can crawl or walk with God. And I don't think either are wrong or right. I think that it's what God has placed on your heart, where He wants you to work on things, and what He has placed on you to work on. I think that at the end of the day, God knows our heart, and if we're trying or not. And I think that really does matter, because at the end of the day, I look at it kind of like money. Like, God comes to you and goes, what can you give? And I gave $1 million. Well, to a billionaire, it's really not that much. Where if someone only had $10 left to their name and they gave $5, well, they're giving more than the other person, even though as a number the other person gave more, right? So I look at that with our own lives too, like what we're actually able to do. And that's why I say everyone's walk is a little bit different. Now, at this point, I'm kind of remiss because now I kind of forget what the other point was. It's the problem of rambling on. But I want to just put it out there that, I feel that we should always come to people. Yes, we should all be held accountable, but there's a way of holding people accountable with grace and love that I feel speaks to their heart more and might communicate a better change, a better turnabout of what is going on. A lot of people shut down when you're all like, oh, you better do this or else. And even though that may be true, coming with a heart of caring, of grace towards the individual, of love, God, Jesus flipped over tables around people that knew better, right? But he also went out and ministered to and hung around thieves and harlots. So what does that say? Does he like the thieves and harlots more? No. But it's all about your walk with God and your knowledge and your knowing, right? Just a thought. I'm kind of curious where you guys land on it. I know that there was a point in my life where I was very much very legalistic, very, you had to be word for word from the word go. Otherwise, did you even have an experience with God? And I don't know if it's my relationship with God or my age. As I age, I feel like overall I have a lot more grace for people. I still can't pop off and still be sometimes, but not always. Not like when I was younger. But I'm curious, how do you guys look at it? Do you think that it is a case-by-case basis, and God puts those things on the individual's heart and knows their walk with him and judges everyone independently? Or do you think it's a blanket statement that we're all supposed to be doing the exact same at the exact same pace and time? Curious. Love to hear from you. I would love, this topic I feel like really could go down a rabbit hole of certain individuals, giving opinions, and I'm here to welcome it. So I would love to hear what you guys had to say. Let's talk about it later.